Good morning, traders. It is Tuesday, December 10th. We are about 45 minutes into the open, and let's take a look at the market. We've got a nice rally trying to take hold here. You see this bullish hammer that's forming. We filled in the gap overnight from last Friday. We're trying to inch higher. We had some good news this morning. The USMCA deal looks like it's going to be passed. Dems are taking a victory lap right now. That would be huge. It looks like a lot of that might have been priced into the market because the reaction's pretty muted, but that deal could add 1% to GDP in the next year. So that has a much greater impact on our economy than a US-China trade truce. Everything that I've heard in that regard has been positive. It sounds like they're meeting round the clock to try and find an agreement. Even if it doesn't happen, I don't think that the market's going to have a big negative reaction. I am long calls right now. I am going to put you into the chat room, and I'm going to show you that I bought some calls right here. Timestamp 9:02 at 141. Those are the SPY D's 13th. They expire this Friday. 314 calls at $1.41. Those are currently doing well. I believe they are bid at $1.61. So I'm up 21 cents on that. And look at this market go. My market comments before the open today. The headline was big news 30 minutes after the open. I think the market's going to have a chance to challenge the high. Here's the obstacle right here. See this downward sloping trend line? The market's got to try and get through that right now. I think it's going to be able to. So what would you do if you were trading that trend line? You would click here. I'm already long, but that would be a way to trade it. As soon as it breaks through that, you can get long. Let's go to a 15-minute. Be a little bit easier to see it. There you can see that downward sloping trend line as well. As soon as we get through that, I think we're going to challenge the high today. This is really good news. The market's been floating higher on light volume, and it's been waiting for a number of pending events. One of them was the USMCA. Another one is the trade truce. In England, we have Boris Johnson leading in the polls. They hold their election on the 12th. That should remove market uncertainty because if he gains support, there's going to be a likely Brexit agreement. So that would be good for the market. The Fed is not going to do anything. They've pretty much said as much. They're on the sidelines. They're happy with current policy, so that won't provide a headwind. We had a strong jobs report last week, so they're going to be on the sideline. I don't see a lot of obstacles right now. Seasonal strength should float the market higher. USMCA will allow us to possibly poke through. That's why I bought the SPY 314 calls that expire Friday. I believe we're going to see a nice move higher today, and I think we could see follow through the rest of the week as well. So we'll see how that all plays out. I'm taking everything day by day, but right now I do like this bullish hammer. I do like that we filled in that gap overnight. So as far as I'm concerned, we're ready to go here. Let's take a look at the stocks that I like. I'm going right into my favorite searches here. Heavy buying. Boom. That easy. These are the stocks you want to be in because they have very heavy volume and they are above the prior day's high and they have liquid options. Tesla is on my list. Let's take a look at that. I love this. Runs up, comes back, finds support, tests it one, two more times. Now it's off to the races. It's going to fill in this gap right here. Buy Tesla. AUPH was long that stock overnight. It's done very nicely. Clinical trials, they loved it. Boom, bullish hammer, tail under body. Now we're back through that opening price right there. Continuing to climb. I'm long. I love it. Grind, grind, grind higher. See what else is in the list right now that I'm long. Nothing in there, but I'm going to give you the complete rundown. Went through this list very quickly. Bull run, that is a fantastic search later in the day when we're looking for very, very tight upward sloping trends and possible reversals. DERM, I think this stock could really get going too. Got this nice breakout through the 200-day moving average. That is a big retracement, but it's back on that support level right here, that horizontal breakout. I think it finds support here and makes another run up higher. So I like DERM. Just have to let it come in, wait for some tails under body, wait for it to consecutive green candles closing on their high. But yes, I do like this one. I'm going to continue to look through. Don't see anything else right now that is striking me. So I'm going to just go right to my stocks that I'm going to be trading from the long side today. Go into my list. Click on December 10. And these are the stocks I like. Apple, trying to get going here. Tried to break out through this high on Friday. Pulled back a little bit yesterday, tail under body. Tail under body today. I think it's going to try and make another run and go through. The volume's been good, so I like it. CLVS. Big run up here. Sharp pullback, biotech stock, so we can expect that. It's through the midpoint of that red candle, and we're having long green candles closing on the high. This stock wants to get going again. I like it. I think this one's going to go. Derm, I already pointed out to you. GTT has been a stock that I've been putting on my list pretty much every day. Love this daily chart. Look at that. Grind, grind, grind higher. I've been overnighting this. Really nice gains. Starbucks. That's been on our list for a long time. We've been selling bullish put spreads right here on that 200-day moving average. Sold them there, sold them there. This stock is trying to get through this horizontal resistance level. I think it's going to grind higher and come up off of that base. So buy dips. This is a nice dip to buy. You've got to make sure that these candles are closing on their high, that this is going to just continue to move higher. These are long red candles closing on their low, but they're at that halfway point of this long green candle. We're still holding on to that high from yesterday. So I think if this support level holds right here, Starbucks could be a nice one. If this support level fails, I wouldn't touch it. So we want to see it test that level a few times. Get those tails building underneath. That'll be a sign that buyers are there. SFIX, got some long tails under body here, but the stock has not been able to lift off. I do like the breakout, and if it can start getting above this level right here, let's draw that alert line. Can drop one there. It's a little bit steep. I probably would not go with that line because it's a little bit too steep. I want to see it get through this one right here. So I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to go into a daily chart. That is a nice breakout. Almost a cup and handle, but we've got a horizontal resistance level. We've got a 200-day moving average. We've got earnings after the close yesterday. They like it. So let's make sure that that low of the day holds, and then let's look for an opportunity to join it. Simple. We put our alert out there, and we'll know when that price point has been met. Right now, I'm rejoicing because SPY, grind, grind, grind. We'll take a look at a couple of bearish trades. You do not want to be bearish, but I always try and include a couple of picks for you. We've got very weak price action. Put up the 1 OSI indicator. Orange line below zero, negative. Go to the daily chart. You can see how it has not been able to get through that 100-day moving average. Draw your downward sloping trend line. Comes in right around here. Too much resistance. It can't get through. It's weak relative to the market. This stock looks like it's going to float lower. Possible bearish call spread opportunity here. But again, with the good news, I would not do anything on the short side. You want to be on the long side today. I'm looking for a new market high and a breakout. Right now, the S&P futures are up $7.50. My calls are currently $1.81 bid. I'm up 40 cents on those. So trade the long side. We're going to continue to move higher. As we move higher today, if we challenge that high and we take out that high, we are going to break out and we're going to keep on running. So I think that we could see a very positive week. We need to get through 315.50 is the high on the SPY. Watch for that. Again, gap is filled. Nice bullish hammer forming today. Watch this thing float higher. If by chance, and I need to go into my 5-minute chart to show you where I would stop out. I want to see this low from yesterday preserved right there. So what do? I double click on that. That's my warning sign. If we start pulling back and we get back through the low from yesterday, then I'm going to have to reconsider my long position and take profits on it. I am back from long in here before that press conference started. Again, in my daily market comments, I let everyone know, check out my blog. The headline was, we got market moving event today, 30 minutes after the open. Market could challenge the high. Been looking for this from the open. Get long. Stay long. Thank you. See you tomorrow.